Hello guys, Nika here. Happy Friday. I have your daily neuro nugget. So we have a lot to talk about today as usual. No time because I just got out of my first job and I'm going to my second one very quickly. So today, regular background and water. And we must be doing something right when YouTube is deleting all of my videos. Okay. I'm used to that, guys. Okay, this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first channel. I've had 4 channels already, 5. I've lost track where they've been completely deleted, sometimes for no reason. Why? Because we're talking about people or things that have money, they have power, they can control narratives, they can control whatever situation and information that they want to be out. So I found it very interesting that so many of my first videos that were put out there were taken down. And when I reached out to YT, they told me, we don't really have a reason, we just took them down. Okay, that is a first for me. They almost always give a reason. That was very strange. Now, it just makes me, again, remember that, okay, yes, I live in America, but we are actually not really free. And we also understand that companies such as this one have massive control. What I did find very interesting is that they happen to delete a lot of the white Elantra videos. Yeah, why? Okay, there were no names mentioned in those videos. So who is controlling this information? Who is trying to take us down? Who doesn't want us to talk about the truth? Or are we getting too close to the truth for comfort? I'm a very small channel. I appreciate the 4K subs. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Small channel. But you know what? We are speaking so much truth that already they are deleting videos for no reason. Okay? That should give you something to think about. Therefore, since you're already here, you might as well share this truth, this knowledge with people that you love, family, friends, whoever, because that's how we get to the bottom of this mess. Now, you guys know after work and before my next job, this is my place to come and decompress and to just info dump some things that have been on my mind. So today I wanted to info dump this because it's been on my mind for whatever reason today. Do you guys remember the video of Kohberger when they were searching his apartment? Okay, that was released and then it was very, very quickly redacted. And just as quickly, they sent a very tiny short clip to the news channels where they showed supposedly them searching the room. And you hear an officer in the background saying that his bedroom is locked, which of course the news channels ran with it and they said, oh, of course he's creepy, of course he's weird. Who in their right mind locks their bedroom door? Not a regular person who has nothing to hide. But turns out that it wasn't actually his bedroom, right? So it was a spare room. So why is it that they decided to give that tiny clip to the news channels? Is it because they want a certain narrative to be put out there? Let me know what you think. And by the way, since you're already here, you might as well leave a thumbs up because that helps the algorithm, and leave a comment for me. Leave me a heart because that just makes my day. I love reading your guys' comments and getting to learn about your point of view. Now, I also was wondering if Brian Kohberger would have ended up like the other BK had he been in his apartment when the search took place, because we all know how that went down. So maybe it was a blessing that he was in Pennsylvania. I would like to think that Moscow PD knew he wasn't there, but let's be real. Their lack of expertise has been obvious. So what do you think? Could he have ended up like the other BK? The point of this video, and we're gonna get there, promise, is to talk about these agencies and Moscow PD because you guys know I am passionate about holding them accountable. Corruption, unfortunately, is all over the country. This horrible crime a positive thing that came out of this is that now there is many more eyes on Moscow PD. Therefore, we could pay close attention and call out all their BS and look into their past BS that they have done and hope to turn it around in some way. Okay, this is what's going on, and it's all over the country. So pay attention, call it out. I know it's scary. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone is as careless as I am and just that willing to speak the truth. I understand it is risky. And I don't know, I think it just builds resilience. Again, I've had to start from scratch. This is like my 4th channel already. It is what it is. If they want to knock you down time and time again, what do? You just keep getting up and speak the truth. It doesn't matter who it bothers. Okay? If it's the truth, I don't care. Now, there are people that are supposed to be overseeing these powerful agencies. But are they? Now, before you go any further, you can pause this video and go check out my thumbnail. All of that thumbnail is composed of actual newspapers, actual headlines, and there are so many more. I could make like thousands of headlines just on Idaho LE. So it is a problem. It is a problem. And some people say that that is the negative way of looking at it, that most people are good. But you know what? When you have so many officers being decertified in such a short amount of time, that is a problem. It needs to be called out. Now, of course, that is Moscow PD or you know, other PDs in Idaho, but we need to talk about larger agencies here, such as the FBI. Why? Because this case is chaotic and there are things that lots of us have forgotten about, but I have not forgotten. I have kept track up here. And reminder, okay, Gabriela Vargas visited by 2 FBI agents the day after she testified, okay? Is this really the USA? Is this the kind of level we are going to stoop down to, really? You're going to have an average person testifying, and then you're going to go to her house the following day to maybe intimidate her? What did you guys think of that? I would be intimidated if that happened to me. Now, another thing, okay, IGG has never been used to arrest anyone before that I know of. And this is the only affidavit that has mentioned DNA. But the state says that they didn't use DNA to arrest Brian. So why put it in the affidavit? If you supposedly had such a clear case and so much evidence, why was it necessary to do the IGG? Okay. LE, you need to show me how you got the STR, how you matched that to the sheath and to the buccal DNA and to the paternal STR. Because remember, they dug through his parents' trash. So, LE, you need to stop reporting statistics and show me your work. Okay, like back in the day when we were in middle school, show me the work. Don't show me statistics. Show me the work. Show me what you did. And how many STR markers did you run? How many did you actually match? Did you match 35 out of 35? Or was it less? Because if it's less, then we're going to need to look more deeply into this, right? Now, the FBI IGG tip was likely not a full SNP profile, okay? This takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get a full profile. That's how long it takes, almost 2 months. So we need to see the data. We need to see the STR work. Also, Billy's a problem. Okay, wasn't he at the scene since like day one? Why? But also, Billy said the profile was developed by ISP, okay? Is it possible that this is a biased profile? Because they sent it to Othram, which is actually contracted by ISP. So, again, show us the work. And this exposing of these agencies and these PDs is essential because it can play a role in how we view this case. It's easy to believe the narrative that all LE is good, that all LE is there to help you. But when you look at numbers, okay, numbers, I love numbers. I love math and science. Why? Because it gives us perspective. Now, Moscow PD buried evidence in the sticker case, okay? For more than 1 year. Okay, they illegally held back footage from the defense, and despite public record requests and then a subpoena, they still held back this information. That is illegal, okay? That is the law, breaking the law. Now, if you were being investigated by MPD, how would you feel if you knew they had done something like this just very recently? I have covered the sticker case before. Again, this is where I got my own inspiration to make a similar sticker. Would you feel comfortable knowing that these same people that broke the law are now up in your case, that they're investigating you? Would you feel comfortable? Be honest. Be honest. I wouldn't. Then we have the officer who is or was under the Internal Affairs probe. Do you guys know who that was? If you do, let me know down in the comments, please. Then we have the case of the retired officer, Pete Comstock, who is facing charges of concealing evidence. Concealing evidence. What's up with Moscow PD concealing evidence? It's like they're pros at this. So it does make one wonder, is it possible that they could be concealing evidence in this case as well? I think we cannot take it off the table just yet. Other shady things by Moscow PD. Remember, go back to when this case first started. Kathy had said that the crime likely took place from 3 to 4 a.m. But what did LE do? They changed the time from 4 to 4:25 to fit their narrative. Then they changed the car year from 2011 to 2013 and extended that by several years. And the white Elantra, right? The videos that got deleted. I recall very early on mention of a Nissan. What happened to that? It was barely here and it was gone, just like that. Do you guys remember that? They also changed Dylan's location within the house. First they mentioned it was on the 3rd floor and the media said it was on the 1st floor. And then we were told on the 2nd floor. Now, was this because the other locations made the eyewitness account impossible? Again, lots of back and forth with Moscow PD. Then we have Payne contradicting himself, saying BK's phone pinged all those times in the area. And then pinged the next morning, but they don't believe he was in the area. So please make up your mind, Payne, please. Again, back and forth. Now, I found this number and it freaked me out, okay? Because according to the Idaho Statesman, more than 450 Idaho LE officers have been decertified for misconduct since June 2002. That is a lot. 450 officers. Wow. Can you imagine how many have not gotten caught? Because if you look at the statistics, there's also a lot that don't get caught. And let's not forget Michael Arp. By the way, there is a website. It is giglio-bradylist.com. Michael Arp, decertified. Okay, this guy was the Moscow police detective. Okay, the detective was decertified. What did he do? What did he do? So now you have officers concealing evidence. You have detectives getting decertified. What in the world is going on in Moscow? I feel that Brian never had a fair trial from the get-go. When you have departments like this one, what are the odds of you having a fair trial? Even if you were to get the best lawyer, you're working with officers concealing evidence and decertified detectives over here. What are we to do? At this point, I'm just like, sorry, Brian. You know, it's, what do you do? What do you do? Even if he were to be involved directly or indirectly, okay, he still has the right to a fair trial. Now, I found this quote by William O. Douglas, and this is something that should be ingrained in everyone's brain, because I just believe in this quote very strongly, okay? Despite whether Kohberger was involved or not. Okay, it says, society wins not only when the guilty are convicted, but when criminal trials are fair. Our system of the administration of justice suffers when any accused is treated unfairly. Okay? So, I definitely believe that we need to continue to hold Moscow PD accountable, to let them know that we are watching them. And not only them, but even higher agencies such as the FBI. Okay, I don't care if they're watching this video. Do you guys really think I care? I don't. Do you think I'm afraid of them? I don't. What do I have to lose? Not much. Not much. I know people have told me you have to be careful, but let's be real here. I do what I want. So long as I am not harming anyone, and so long I'm speaking the truth, okay? This is all true. You guys can Google this information. You can look up these records of these officers. You can look up these cases. I have made videos before covering some of the cases that have been tampered with coming out of Moscow PD. Okay, this is not a good situation for Mr. Kohberger. And I wouldn't wish this upon anyone, okay? Not even my worst enemy. I don't really have any. But if I had one, I wouldn't. Why? Because I really do believe that we are all entitled, and that is our right, to have a fair trial. Okay? This is regardless of public opinion. I don't care if people think Kohberger or whoever is accused is guilty. You can have public opinion, but at the end of the day, what matters is what happens within our court systems. So, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm not sure what I'll be up to this weekend, but maybe, just maybe, we can figure out a live. And also, maybe we can figure out another platform, because this censoring of information, I mean, really, when you're not saying any names, like as I did not in those videos, they're quickly taken down, quickly removed, not demonetized, just fully removed. For what? For no reason. Okay, that's also a problem. So maybe I will look into another platform. Let me know down in the comments, is there another platform that you know of that is better, that allows us to speak our truth or the truth. I don't know of any. I think that this one, as of now, it's easy to reach a lot of people. But if we need to do something else, we need to do it, right? That is what I'm here for. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay hydrated, stay safe. If you go have adult beverages, just be smart about it, okay? Get an Uber, please. And that's my mothering for the day. You guys take care. Have a good night.